What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. Hey, I hope you guys had a great day. CCC was a really nice one. Also traded VIEW and CCC. I'm just going to break down CCC though. Views, it was a continuation potential play. Not a lot of volume, but the book was great on that one. But I will just break down CCC. But before I go ahead and do that, I really want to break down some structure too, because it's always important to draw some zones out and kind of be prepared. First of all, this is one of my favorite dailies. Again, sideways consolidation, and then we have a nice gap up, right? This pre-market structure to me was still intact in the sense that I drew a couple breakdown zones, but I didn't really see anything that kind of stuck out to me volume wise where it kind of looked like the end of the move was coming, or you see a big seller exit and then there's really no more interest on that. It looked more like a soaking pattern to me, right? I still drew out these intraday breakdown zones because I think it's very important once we open up, if you're looking at the 5 down here, that we kind of hold, sustain, and things like that. I'll break down the book now because the book was important. The book kind of reminded me of the JTAI. If you guys have the book map and you watched how JTI kind of soaked on that one, it gave that vibe where it just wouldn't break down, and then you can see so many shares, so much liquidity on the current order book. I mean, there was just both sides were very heavy or stacked, right? They were just so stacked. There's so many shares on each side, so you really had to pay attention to see how it was moving. Okay, this was a great breakdown zone down here, and this is where you have that zone pretty much right here. So this was one breakdown zone that I was consolidating, couldn't get through. Finally opens up, pulls back, but it does not break down. This was a key moment. This area right here, I kind of want to put a little circle right there. Okay, this was a key moment for me, to see on the book. The reason why I say that is because when this thing pulled back, it almost broke down right here. Okay, you can see on the book as we're pulling back, it starts to come in, and it almost sells into this 180 seller right here. Okay, right here. All right, you're gonna see this right here. It almost sells into this. I thought it was about to cave, then it doesn't. Okay, so these were really great ads right here. And then I looked for another previous area for this pulled back right here. This is where I added. I really added and stood into this one. And then what was beautiful about this one is right after these ads, a really nice bidder came up over here. You can see him at 191. He wasn't on the book. And then he started to really stack up right here. 53K. Very nice. And then even when a seller tried to come in right here, it's just got absorbed. So it did not remove the whole liquidity off the book. And there is still a buyer on the tape. You kind of see that he gets pulled, which is fine. But somebody was willing to buy this stock at 191 and put a really nice 53K bid up. Some of it got absorbed and the rest of it stuck, and then we started to break out. Okay, this is another great absorption area where you see another buyer steps in 98,000 on the book. Beautiful, right? Gets absorbed, and you can kind of see they're starting to control this on the book, right? They have a big buyer, and then they throw up a big offer, but then they get swiped. See you later, alligator. Okay. Another great one was watching this consolidate and pulling back again right here. This was another great area to me on the book. Okay. You can kind of see this area right here. This, you see some sellers get just really stay in control. You kind of see some heavy selling pressure, but then it stops, trades sideways, and consolidates, and then go ahead and retest these offers that are on the book. Just another reminder, guys. Remember, you can push and pull your charts on this when you guys are utilizing the book. You can kind of see where they have front runners. You see where they're being pulled. You see where their offers are coming in. You can kind of see where control is happening. Thought this was a nice little W pattern right here. I'm sorry, this big one right here. This was another great one. Really need to see this breakout, and then you can kind of see where you see buyers come in and just remove the liquidity. And actually, you kind of see these offers as buyers start to step up and price action comes in, they kind of remove a little bit, but most of it, all of it gets absorbed and bidders step up. This was a really nice one, guys, for today. More importantly, right, understand where we're at, understand where we're trading, okay? Things are not going to break down. Look at this breakdown area. This was another zone. This was a nice hold, right? This was a nice breakdown zone right here. Pre-market breakdown zone. This thing pulls back, consolidates above it or into it multiple times, and then goes ahead and makes new highs. All right. Really, really nice to see. This thing also got wild for the rest of the day. Didn't really trade too much of any of this to be 100% honest with you. View, traded view. Real quick, I'll just show you. View daily. I know I said I wasn't, but I was really looking for some nice continuation on this one. And it was really good on the book. Okay, to me, you know, hey, I don't need everyone to play what I play, right? I can just do it on my own. Thought this was a really great one, right down here. The reason why I say that is because it looked like there was a buyer that stepped in right before it closed. Thing opened up above it, and then it started to kind of take off on the book. Saw some pivot play holds, absorptions again, and to me this was just an algo grinder on the book. All right, guys. I know a lot of the guys in the room played this too. Congrats on that. You know, just remember, right? Always understand what kind of different play it is. Understand the different dailies. Understand, you know, pay attention to how things are getting absorbed, how things are testing highs, things are trying to break out. Is there real bids following it? If not, no real bids. Pay attention to the best offers and the best bids. Some really good things to look out for, right? Continuation if things are not going to just dump. All right, this is another great one on view, right down here. And this was another great ad for me at 224s. Right here, right? The seller looks like someone comes in. Seller comes in, and then you see some exhaustion, and then there's really no more appetite in the best bids. And then you see some. There's a lot of spoofs on this one, though. It was very, very weird. Just, you know, I just really think all these are just very algo driven. You know, it's like, I don't know else how to explain it, right? It's just very algo driven. All right, guys. So CCC, VIEW, and then HRYU was phenomenal. But that's all I got for today. All right, guys. Peace out. Much love.